Welcome back, folks. Researchers say more than 60% of baby boomers fear they'll run out of money before death. Are you one of them?
Well, Adam Wolf, Jacksonville's retirement coach, is here to explain how to avoid that nightmare. Adam is one of the area's leading certified financial planners. His firm, Wolf Retirement Navigation, helps people plan for a successful retirement. So for all our friends at home, you may recognize Adam as he joins us usually on Tuesdays for the past couple of years, but now he is here on Wednesdays twice per month because this is some very important information you have to share.
That's it, yes. This month is actually 3 years with First Coast Lending.
Oh, happy anniversary.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Well, and hopefully you've turned some lives around and put some people at ease. So, you know, that is a big fear people have of running out of money.
Yeah, it's a huge fear. It's, you know, a large population of folks, you know, that's the biggest fear in retirement. And it's not just with some of the folks that I meet with daily in the office. It's not just running out of money, it's actually having to reduce the lifestyle that you've grown accustomed to in retirement. So that's a big, big fear, and we have to alleviate that fear when we help folks who are nearing in retirement.
Well, then let's talk about, if you're one of those people out there, what are the key components that you need to be thinking about to avoid that?
First and foremost is coming up with a written financial plan, a retirement plan that sets in place all of the things you need to talk about and know about to have a successful retirement and at the end of the day not run out of money. So those components include with your overall portfolio, whether it's 401ks, IRAs, how much risk you have in that portfolio. You know, as we near retirement or in retirement, we want to take a little bit less risk because we don't want to put at risk all of the money that we've worked so hard to save because we do not want to go back to work. Sort of makes sense that way. Also, fees, we have to make sure that our fees are low because over time, 10, 20, 30 years of retirement, fees can eat away hundreds, potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars in your accounts. And then also a big one is taxes. That major component of tax, a lot of folks don't realize this, that when you stop working, you still have to pay tax. It might be at a little bit lower level.
It doesn't seem fair.
It doesn't seem fair. Unless you put all your money underneath your mattress,
right.
and then thus you won't pay taxes on that money. But everybody else has to pay taxes. So it's one of the largest expenses in retirement that we have to address. So making sure we map this out is the key.
So let me ask you this. You go, you know, you're newly married, you go, you bring Jazz, you go, you make a plan, you just had a baby, okay, we have our plan. Well, maybe he has another baby, maybe they decide he has a job change, or they move, or something. How often do you have to go back to that plan and redo it? Because it's not an easy thing. It's not like just to check a few boxes. I mean, it takes time to develop a strategy like that.
Exactly.
So thank you for allowing me to use you as an example.
Hey, I'm always listening when I'm
because he went from being single to
child?
married to, like he said, he went on a honeymoon, then he got married, then they had a baby, they bought a house. So, I mean, does your plan change every time you make a life change, or do you have a plan that basically lasts throughout all of those adjustments in your life?
Yeah, so you want to have a plan that's flexible, and you know, having something set up for your retirement years as you're nearing and are in retirement, it's important to have flexibility in that, because think back 10 years ago what your life was like. I mean, I look back 10 years ago, my life was totally different. I have a 5-year-old now, and so 10 years from now it'll be different. 20 years from now it will be different. So you want to have a plan that's flexible, that takes into account changes not only in your life, you know, whether it's you know, forced upon you or not forced upon you, but also changes in the markets, in the tax law, which is very important, and then also with inflation, we have to be cognizant of that, because life in the world will change, and you want somebody to work with you that knows this stuff and that can help you along the way and keeps up with all that, so you don't have to.
No, it's definitely. I mean, if you think about how things can change, I think the iPhone is just coming up on 11 years old. So like things will change drastically in 10 years. I'm only 44, so I have what? 16, is it 60, 65 I need to be really ready, or 55?
It depends.
45.
It depends. It depends how early and what you want to do. So yeah, I just turned 40 in December, so you know, working with my clients, a lot of them are older, so I'm gonna be there with them along the way as things change in their lives, and that's important as well.
And you think 65, you think 67, but then as you get to it, you think, well, how do I get there sooner? I'm sure that's $1 million question. People are like, how do I get there sooner? And you have a big event coming up that's going to help educate people, walk them through some of these processes.
Yeah, we're very excited about our Academy course. It's our retirement course. It's complimentary to viewers of the show. We're almost at full capacity now.
Nice.
And so it's tomorrow, and we have it tomorrow morning, tomorrow evening, and then we're holding a Saturday course as well. So we're going to talk about everything you need to know about retirement. And it's a complimentary course, and you're going to be able to ask all your questions that you have. And if you can't make that, you can obviously see me, call the office and see me in the office to get your questions answered as well.
Do you get a good variety of ages at these things? Everybody from 35 to 55?
Well, because we focus on retirement and only retirement, we're looking at folks who are about 10 years away from retiring.
Really?
So people in their 50s and in through 60s and 70s and in their 80s. So, but most of the folks we're meeting are folks who want to build a plan or are retired and don't have a plan yet. And we help those folks because it takes a different set of skills to prepare folks for retirement, to get them through, than folks who are accumulating money in working years.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
Good stuff.
Thank you, Adam, and thanks to Wolf Retirement Navigation for sponsoring this segment. You can learn more about the Jacksonville Retirement Academy by visiting their website, jacksonvilleretirementacademy.com, or call Adam's office to register. As you heard, there's a 2-day course on Thursday, October 4th, and Thursday the 11th. There's a 1-day course on Saturday, October 6th. Now, if all those dates don't work for you, you can call the office, set up a complimentary one-on-one review so you can meet Adam in person.
And you can also learn more about how to plan for retirement by visiting wolfretirement.com. Adam has 2 office locations for your convenience, one in Jacksonville and one in Clay County. And if you connect with Adam on social media and his team on Facebook, just search Wolf Retirement Navigation and be sure to give their page a follow while you're there.